if you want to become a self-improvement YouTuber, but you feel as if you are unprepared, you don't know enough, or that you just have nothing to talk about, this video is going to be perfect for you. So before I started this channel, I was just like you. I was thinking about, I don't know enough. I'm not far enough along in my journey. I still scroll. I still procrastinate. I still play video games all the time. And I still do, right? Like, no one is fucking perfect. 99% of these self-improvement gurus you look up to are not perfect. Not even close. They still probably scroll. They'll probably waste time, yada, 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 do all these other things, right? But the way I've found to always have things to talk about is just to talk about like any sort of life lesson that you personally have learned. Okay? So, for example, I haven't been in a relationship yet, right? So I am not like qualified to talk about any relationship advice. That's something I just genuinely cannot talk about, right? But have I made any sort of progress in the gym? Yes. Have I made any sort of progress in improving my discipline and consistency? I've made a lot. Have I made any sort of progress in like improving my social skills or anything? Yes, I've made a lot. So these are things that you could be talking about. Even like these like micro improvements. Literally the video I was recording just before this one, I gave examples that were from like a fucking week ago. I was like, oh yeah, a week ago I was doing this and I realized this. And so that's why you should be doing this, right? Just basically imagine as if you're helping like your younger self. So when I make these videos, I'm not talking to a camera. I'm talking to my younger self and I'm trying to give him advice and tips and tricks that would have helped him in his life, okay? So for example, the younger version of me was like addicted to fucking video games, right? So, and I've made a lot of progress. I am now not addicted to video games. I can play video games at a very like manageable level, okay? I'm able to manage my video game time if I play at all. So I would make a video. I could be like, oh, how to stop playing video games, how to quit playing video games, how to stop your video game addiction. And I just talk about all the things that helped me personally get to where I am. So that's sort of like the trick, right? If you want to know what to speak about in your videos, just talk about literally anything that helped you in your life, okay? It doesn't have to be like big grandiose things. For like the other thing is like I can't talk about relationships. I probably also shouldn't be talking about like business or making money because I've yet to do that, right? But the second I a very good example is this video, right? I'm not a humongous fucking YouTuber. I'm a very small YouTuber. What the fuck, like 50, 60 subs or some shit. I'm a very small YouTuber. I still think I'm qualified to make this video, right? And the reason I'm qualified is because, well, I'm a self-improvement YouTuber, right? And I'm not that far along in my journey. I'm not perfect. I'm not even close to being perfect, right? But I'm still able to come up with a lot of topics for my videos. And the reason why I'm able to come up with a lot of the topics is because I just talk about the things that help my younger self. Therefore, I can turn this into a video or a lesson for the younger version of me, the version of me 4 months ago who didn't know what to talk about or who was scared of starting a YouTube channel, but he would have watched this video and been like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I should be talking about. And then so this advice would have been like good and helpful. One thing I want to say though is that being on self-improvement means you're always evolving and growing and constantly learning new things about yourself, about how to like deal with your problems better, right? The best way to turn these things into YouTube video ideas and lessons and practical tips and tricks and protocols is to reflect. Because when you reflect on your day and you reflect on what you did good, what you did bad, and then this is the important part, you build like a learning goal for the next day to accomplish and to make sure that you don't repeat the mistakes of today. That is how you get like basically unlimited. It's like a cheat code for like unlimited fucking videos or like tips and tricks, right? Because I'll just give you an example. It's gonna make it crystal clear. Let's say I like procrastinated a bunch and then I was reflecting and I was like, okay, why did I procrastinate today? Well, let's see here. Before I started procrastinating, let's think. What did I do? I said I was just gonna check my messages on my phone for a minute, right? And then once I had my phone open, I was checking my messages on Instagram. My friend sent me a reel, right? And it was so funny. And then since I was already on the Reels page, I just kept scrolling. I scrolled for 10 minutes. And because my deep work block was ending in 5 minutes, I just said, oh, fuck it. We'll just end it early. And because it wasn't time to start anything else, I went to my bed and I scrolled and I wasted like 4 hours. this is the power of reflecting. I've now identified this thing, which I wouldn't have done if I didn't reflect. It would have just been like, oh, I fucked up today. Let's try it harder tomorrow. And then, sorry, I've been recording back-to-back videos. And then what I would do is I would say like, okay, tomorrow's learning goal is that I am not allowed to check any messages whatsoever during my deep work blocks. I'm only allowed to check them during my chill blocks. And then tomorrow comes, what's going to happen is I'm not going to check my messages. I'm going to procrastinate less because of that. I'm going to be like, oh, this shit worked. Bang. That's a fucking video idea. How to stop procrastination. One of the number one reasons you procrastinate. And you just talk about exactly that. Exactly what I just said. Right? And if it didn't work, let's say it didn't work, right? Then you'd be like, oh, okay, well, why didn't that work? Well, let's say here, it's because... Oh yeah, because when I in a deep work block near the end, the last 20 minutes, I always feel really like tired and I feel very fulfilled. Or I finished all my work already in the deep work block, so I feel like there's nothing left for me to do. Then your learning goal is literally, okay, schedule in more amount of work. Let's try like scheduling in like a surplus of work, so I'm never run out of things to do during a deep work block. Bang, tomorrow comes, you do that. It works. You don't procrastinate. You don't check your messages. And it's like, that's a fucking video idea. Top 1 trick to stop procrastination. You know, you'll never guess what it is. Give it like a clickbaity thumbnail title. You know what I'm saying? These are all fucking video ideas. They're all things you can talk about. And you're literally like an expert on them. If anything, it's better if you're like fresh with it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're fresh with it, you got a better understanding. So, yeah. That's basically everything for this video. Hopefully this helped anybody. Hopefully, you know, we got some aspiring YouTubers in this gang, and you know, this helped you come up with more video ideas or whatever. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to say. You know, just coming up, I don't actually have a script for this video, so you know, one thing is that boredom is really good for you. Being bored is going to help you a lot with your creativity and everything else. So like, I started a protocol called boredom meditation. Again, this was from reflecting. From when I was reflecting, I was like, oh, how can I improve my attention span? Let's start boredom meditation. I basically sit down and I do fucking nothing. And I focus, I try and like actually focus on the nothing part, okay? And I found that since starting doing that, a lot of video ideas just come up spontaneously in my brain. When I get them, I write them down in this book. There's a notebook. It's got a shit ton of video ideas, okay? A crap ton of video ideas. It's not completely filled out yet. But just keep all your video ideas in like a notebook or something or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's basically everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, if it helped you, whatever, make sure to like and subscribe. Smash like, smash subscribe. If you hate me, smash like. If you love me, smash like. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow. We gotta hit 100 subscribers so my mom can be proud of me. Thank you. Bye bye.